Mr. President, this is
President,
Mike Peterson from Bitcoin Beach, and I just want to thank you
Hey,
so much for everything you've done. I knew deep down you were a Bitcoiner. I knew you were going to come through here, and everybody on our team,
well, you're the pioneers, actually,
everybody on our
and you demonstrated. Sorry to interrupt, but I want to say something good about you guys. You guys demonstrated that this is not something for rich people only. I mean, this is for everybody, and and you guys demonstrated that a community can actually benefit from Bitcoin. And now we're going to demonstrate it in a country in a country wide scale. But of course you're the pioneers here, and hats off to you guys because you have demonstrated you had the courage to be the first here in El Salvador, which is um, and you have done great. And actually, you have provided with us with arguments and with pictures and with stories and with everything that we need to have this bill passed so
well,
fast.
I hope so much that you'll grace us with your presence with the team. There's an amazing team of locals in El Zonte that are really the ones who have done all the work, and so I know it means so much to them if you'd come and spend a little time with them. So I really hope you'll be able to come and spend some time in Bitcoin Beach with us.
I will. I will. I will.
President, you've got a lot of people in here from the
I
Bitcoin
love to go
community.
to Bitcoin
Could
Beach.
you tell us a little bit about your story with Bitcoin, whether you hold Bitcoin today, and kind of how you became so interested in it?
Oh,
Did we finally
Did we
break?
lose him?
We might have broken Twitter Spaces.
No, he's still
Nope.
there. I would like to ask a question
President?
too. Oh,
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
excellent.
here. Sorry. Yeah, I probably I thought. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button. So
okay, boomer.
th- yeah, I'm not a boomer. So uh, we're, we're, I mean, I'm like you have said in a I think I don't know if it was the same chat or but I read about it that we're big believers in the future. And I remember when I was a kid that I'm probably a little older than some of you guys and a little younger than others. And when I was a kid, I remember thinking about the future, and you would see like flying cars and these beautiful buildings with people having no problems, and everything was solved because of technology and everything. And the world was interconnected like it is right now, but everything was fine. There were no wars, and there was no hunger, nothing, no diseases. But now if you talk to young people, and I'm talking about 15-year-olds or even 20-year-olds, and you ask them about the future, they won't talk to you about flying cars or shiny buildings and no hunger. They will talk to you about nuclear war. They will talk about pests, about climate catastrophes, about I mean, when did our vision of the future change from something beautiful to something so dystopic? And but at the same time, we have to remember that we build our own future. It's not the future is not imposed on us. I mean, we build it. We human beings, we build our future. So why do we have to resignate ourselves to have a dystopic future if we can build the future that we dreamt when, well, at least when I was a kid, and probably some of you were too. And so I think Bitcoin as being the main cryptocurrency in the world solves a lot of problems. No oversupply. It doesn't. It's not in the hands. There's a lot of inequality that comes from the central banking system because they pour new money in, but they choose where that new money goes to. But everybody pays the price of having their money being less of the quantity of the total amount of money. So Bitcoin, it's technology, it's the future. It solves a lot of things. It's very well thought of, and it's being supported by a lot of people that want to see a better world and a better future, and a lot of innovators and a lot of talent. So we want to support that too, and we're not. We don't. I mean, I could support it by being a Bitcoiner and put laser eyes in the picture. But we want not only to support it, but we want also to demonstrate that we can, that the world can benefit from it. And I think El Salvador is not only a country anymore. It's a symbol of what Bitcoin can do. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of pouring in of new technology in a country that basically, we had very good plans 6 months ago, but it's not even near what the plans that we have now. So if we can change our future, and it probably we will start seeing other countries follow. So we're going to see a lot of futures, a lot of countries' future changing, and that's going to help build a better society. So I think, I mean, of course, it's not like Bitcoin is going to solve everything, but I think this is one of the things that we all have to that get behind on, because we have to build the future for humanity, and we don't have to um, accept the new, probably the not so good future that the world. So for me, Bitcoin is a very important part of it, and I'm sure this is going to be a great example. So it's more. It's not that I'm a Bitcoin holder. It's that I do think that this is going to be a huge game changer, not for El Salvador, but for the world. And probably right now, a lot of people might laugh or say, "Oh, that's a very small country," and it is. It's the smallest country in the whole continent. But it's well, it doesn't matter. It's happening, and it's gonna change a lot of things, and it's gonna start here, and that's it's beautiful to be part of a huge change in humanity. So I don't want to be corny, but that's the reality. We're dreaming here about what's gonna happen, and we're happy
Mr.
about it.
Yeah,
President,
don't be too corny, because Jack Dorsey is listening, so he can block you from Twitter. So be careful.
Jack,
Mr.
you
President?
gotta get up here, man. Join us on stage. I sent you an invite.
Mr. President,
Mr. President?
will people have the freedom to use whatever wallet they want, or will they have to use the government wallet? A lot of people are asking me that.
No, 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 no. It's any wallet. You can use any wallet that you want. There's not gonna be any. The law. It's up there. It's short. Like I said, I added sweet, but it's short and simple. So it's very simple. It's there. There's gonna be a government option. I mean, as a wallet that is gonna be developed by Strike, but that's gonna be an option. You can use any wallet, and you can use any system, and you can. I mean, we're not gonna. It's gonna be as free as
Yeah,
it
not
gets.
limit every single human being to a wallet, right?
Yeah, and the other thing is that um, all the new technologies that are gonna develop. I mean, they're gonna even Jack spoke about what the work that he's gonna do here. It's gonna be available for all of the other countries. So it's not only that it's fully free, but what we do with Jack is gonna be um, it's gonna be free also. So everybody can. I mean, it's not. There's not gonna be any restriction on the use of Bitcoin, other than it's for legal things, right? Because a lot of people is talking about, oh, with Bitcoin they're gonna do money laundering and they're gonna buy weapons or whatever. And I'm saying like, well, weapons are bought in U.S. dollars right now. I mean, it's not like, I mean, money laundering is done in U.S. dollars. The drug cartels, they use U.S. dollars, and the problem is not the dollar, is the criminals. So it's like saying Bitcoin, it facilitates uh, transactions for doing bad things. It's, I mean, what about cash, or what about jewelry or diamonds, or any other sort of payment? What about euros or yens, or whatever? I mean, it's not this is gonna be as free as it gets, but that's not gonna mean we're inviting criminals. It just means that it's gonna be free. But being free is not a synonym of the bad thing. I don't know who changed that that definition because it's supposed to be something good. So it's gonna be as free as it gets, and so you can use any wallet. There's gonna be a governmental wallet, but that we're gonna develop with Strike. But there's gonna be one other option, like all of the other options that are out there, and it's gonna be probably the smallest option because only Salvadorans are probably gonna be interested in downloading that one. But it's gonna it's, it, we're, it's not a for us. It's not um, the main thing is not the wallet. The main thing is the usage of Bitcoin in the country as a legal tender. That's the big thing. The other thing is part of the infrastructure and technology that we're trying to develop to help a lot of people that otherwise they wouldn't be able to access the technology or the apps or the things because they can use it. So we will help them with the technology, with connectivity, like they did in Bitcoin Beach. So we'll try to replicate that in a wider scale with people that sell in the streets and people that sell in the market. So you can be selling fish in the market, and you're probably not even in any financial sector right now. So you probably need some government help and some people that come and give you a phone and an app and a connectivity plan for free to help you join and benefit from this. But of course, if you have your own phone and you have your own apps, I mean, you don't have to download the government one. It's just this is like trying to get financial inclusion will require some government investment. So we'll try to do that investment, but that's not a requirement for everybody. It's just something the government will do proactively to go and benefit the people that are probably not going to benefit automatically because they don't have a smartphone or they don't have a stable internet connection.
Mr. President,
Virginia,
will you also be strengthening the property laws of El Salvador to recognize Bitcoin and to recognize outright property rights in Bitcoin? And then also as a follow-up, you mentioned in the law instantaneous conversion to the US dollar. That implies that you have a clearing account with the Federal Reserve. I'm curious how the instantaneous conversion to dollars will be taking place. Thank you.
okay, so that's going to be it's actually quite simpler than that. It's not that we're going to exchange with the Federal Reserve. I mean, our central bank is a very robust central bank. I mean, for the country, of course, that has business with the Federal Reserve by the day. We actually import our dollars newly. I mean, our paper dollars newly printed, newly minted. They come here. I mean, they are printed for us. So we actually have a very good relationship with the Fed. But this is way simpler than that. The convertibility is not with the Fed or with the central bank. It's with the trust fund that we're gonna do in one of we have a the government here owns some banks. We have the central bank, of course, but we also have first floor banks and we have a development bank that's owned by the government. So in our development bank, we're gonna establish a trust fund. So we buy the Bitcoin of the transactions that are done by people that doesn't want to take the risk.